grew up thinking I was a genius. I got A's. I am Asian. And I built a model of one of the world's architectural wonders. No, not the Great Wall. The Mission at Monterey. Okay, my mom did that. I just signed my name. With their supervision, of course. Parents across our generation don't just parent. They overparent, which looks like a helicopter, lawnmower, snowplow, or a tiger. But guys, this isn't what my mom looks like. No. This is what my mom looks like. Julia, and Julia! She's always watching. But guess which country has kids who aren't raised in a police state? Germany. NBC News, April 11, 2018, reports that the historically uptight Germans no longer condone death camps and are now giving their kids independence, encouraging tiny tykes to play with knives and matches, which creates grown-ups more self-reliant. Or Selbstständigkeit. I suck at German. But Lenore Skenazy, founder of the free-range kids movement, gets it. And she's not even German. She allowed her 9-year-old son to ride the subway alone and defends herself to NPR, April 2nd, 2018. Back off. I'm not starving him. Of course he's not starving. He's got knives and matches and subways have rats. I mean, I like Korean barbecue too, but if Americans can buy into free-range chickens, we can buy into free-range kids. Because if we want our kids to toughen up, we gotta let them grow up. And throw up, rats are disgusting. First, we use surveillance for the over-parenting problem. Second, hover over the causes. And third, we'll gather intelligence on free-range parenting, a solution to state-sponsored terrorism. And no, we're not gonna ask our moms first. Gestapos. In 1946, Dr. Spock, the Earthling, not the Vulcan, wrote the Common Sense book of baby and childcare and helped children live long and prosper by revolutionizing rigid schedules that permeated pediatric care, much similar to the hovering problem of today's parental overlords. Although overparenting has been criticized, a December 2018 study by Cornell University shows that parents still overwhelmingly support overparenting overwhelmingly. So, we're overwhelmed. The Daily Telegraph, January 27, 2018, documents that the progenies of privacy-robbing parents suffer from anxiety, depression, and can't deal with criticism. Please be gentle. Yet, The Independent, June 19, 2018, points out that kids can't regulate their emotions. Duh! They also struggle in school and fail at making friends. So they sob at lunch, alone. But I kept it on the inside because I'm Asian. Overparented kids begin as infants, naive with poor language skills. We're like fresh off the boats. FOBs. Actually, we're more like fresh off the boobs. And by fresh off, I mean 10 years ago. But our hands are still full of double Ds, dependence and dysfunction. CBS News, June 19, 2018, explains that over-controlling parenting starts with playtime. What toy to use, when, how, why, which leads to a child's poor impulse control. So that's why in the second grade, my weight hit triple digits because of my unchecked diet of Cheetos and Cheez-Its. The Washington Post, September 25th, 2018, notes that parents are even over-controlling their teens via text torrents in class that harangue them about their homework. Which is sad, because why ask if your kids did their homework? Just do it for them. As overparented kids become adults, they transfer their entitled emotional states and personal police states into the workplace. Slate, May 29, 2018, states that parents are now contacting companies to busybody their bachelor degree kids' careers. Hire my son. Don't fire my son. We hire my son. What else? That was my mom. Yet, employees seem unable to demand their whirlybird tyrants to stop. Okay, but stop to my parents are like actual stop signs. They ignore them. Geneva Conventions be damned. Parents worried that Dr. Spock's methods might coax children into hating their guts, but he cautioned against softening his methods, since kids would become soft and end up hating their parents' guts. Much similar to the causes of helicopter parenting, including 1, peer pressure, 2, laws, and 3, paranoid perceptions. Overparenting took off because Americans felt peer pressure to keep up with the Joneses by producing the next Einstein or great businesswoman. So what did we get? Keeping up with our Kardashians. The Toronto Star, January 11, 2018, casts light on kids becoming their parents' sole hobby. So in turn, parents gave their kids hobbies. Yet, overscheduled calendar craziness creates bored and burned out kids. My after-school activities included Chinese school and piano lessons. So I can use chopsticks, I just can't play them. Additionally, if parents can't win participation trophies for destroying their kid's life, don't worry. The government will help them. With neglect laws that treat kids like an endangered species, while suburbanites fear laws that forbid their kids from frolicking in the front yard, The Atlantic, April 3rd, 2018, stresses how working-class minorities suffer, like Black mother Deborah Harrell. She spent time in jail because when at work, she allowed her 9-year-old daughter to play at the park. I guess if you can't afford a nanny state will be provided for you. It comes with 24/7 surveillance, and it's racist! Finally, sensationalistic stories stoke parents' paranoid perceptions. The Pittsburgh Tribune Review, January 23rd, 2018, uncovers that among America's 40 million elementary school children, only 115 are abducted by strangers annually. Yet, a third of parents fear this more than car accidents or drugs. Apparently, my parents were duped by stranger danger. After all, the news promotes propaganda that kidnapped kids are either white, blonde, or have boobs. My mom says 1 out of 3 was enough. Big brother, big mother. Dr. Spock encouraged parents to rebel against stringent schedules so that their kids could function independently. The same solution we need to overthrow our parental oppressors, featuring 1, advocating adulthood, 2, laws legalizing free-range kids, and 3, revolutionary recess. How do overparented adults become adults? They become adults! I have an equation here, I'll show you. Overparented adults minus the overparenting equals adults. Asians! Good at math! No, seriously, I did my own math test. Being an adult means doing it on your own. If you want something, you work for it yourself. My mom thinks I'm doing a presentation about medicine. Why does she think that? She thinks I'm doing the speech she wrote for me. If we are able to do things on our own, we can take responsibility for our own actions and our failures. Imagine being able to personally fail at your own tests, relationships, even fail at life. Personally, I've never failed because I would have to find a new family. But it does sound fun. Additionally, what's fun is Utah's new free-range parenting law. ABC News, January 11, 2018, acknowledges Utah's new bill, which redefines neglectful parenting so that parents won't be sent to jail to cry and kids can lead lives unsupervised, with smiles. Now, other states need to take Utah's cue and create laws so that other kids can play tag, ride their bikes, and break their legs, but all on their own. Finally, recess needs a revolution. PBS News, January 11, 2018, describes how one Long Island elementary school believes that the loss of unstructured play partly led to childhood obesity. They open their doors once a week for old-fashioned recess, letting kids tear through the halls and scream until the side split. No longer do we have to kill kids' souls when we can help them kill calories. And their vocal cords. First, we had a stern talking to our naughty helicopter parents. Second, play 21 questions with causes. And third, we earned 4 gold stars with solutions. If we want our kids to have well-developed psyches and brains, we gotta let them be free range. Because remember, GPS doesn't mean good parenting skills. It means God. Please stop.